Hello and welcome everyone. It's good to be here with you today. We are on our day 2 of this amazing journey. And today we'll have Florian and Path joining us. Richard has just joined us. Welcome, Richard.
Hello everybody. Welcome back.
Today will be Richard.
As Leah was saying, today is day 2, and tonight we've got 2 presenters for you, Florian and Path, and we're looking forward to them joining us shortly. But I thought maybe before we do that, we just quickly recap on what it is we're doing. So Sahaja Yoga meditation. Some of you have done this before, and some of you. I just wanted to highlight something, that the word yoga actually refers to what happens when an energy within us, this kundalini or coiled dormant energy, becomes awakened and rises up through our subtle system and comes out through the top of our head. And Florian will elaborate on this. But when that happens, we become connected with this all-pervading power around us. And so the word yoga literally means union, and that's what it's referring to. So these days, yoga is synonymous with doing hatha yoga or physical asanas. And that is one aspect of yoga, but physical exercise is only one aspect. And here we're focusing on the whole experience, which is basically all about kundalini awakening. And last night, or yesterday rather, Chris was talking about the kundalini, and tonight Florian and Path are going to be focusing more on how to balance this subtle energy system within us that will allow this process to take place and allow you to receive your self-realization or to establish your self-realization.
Yes, that's great. It's going to be an amazing journey. And shall we invite the presenters, Florian and Path?
Hey, Florian.
Hello, Florian.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Richard and Leah.
Hi.
So,
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, welcome to everybody, all the participants, everybody watching at the moment. We are all very happy that you're joining. It's for us, it's such a joy to be able to share that experience that we've all had in Sahaja Yoga. And that's really why we're doing it, because the more people experience that joy, the bigger the joy becomes. And it's called a practical approach to Sahaja Yoga, this course. And really the amazing thing with Sahaja Yoga is that it's spiritual. So first people think maybe spiritual, what is practical about being spiritual? But actually there's nothing more practical than Sahaja Yoga, because it really has such an effect on all aspects of your practical life. It helps you through your day. It helps you to stay balanced. What is the topic today? It helps you to get rid of old conditionings that have been bothering you for a long time and you can't get rid of. It helps you to make the right decisions. It helps you to find the right people in your life that you can be happy with. So it's tremendously practical, and it happens by itself. Actually, it happens just by meditating. So it's not that you have to sit down and learn a lot and do a lot. Actually, all you have to do is meditate, and sometimes clear out also. So these are the techniques that we're going to learn during the course, and that's one of the first ones we do today, is that balancing, and then there are going to be more techniques coming in the next days. And the other thing that is really important about Sahaja Yoga is that it's an experience. It's nothing at all that comes through our mind. It's actually nothing that we can learn from a book. And even now, what we tell you, we can just tell you, but you have to experience what we're telling you inside and see the worth of it and see the truth in it. and experience the truth in it, and only then it really works. So we actually ask you all to take everything we are saying here and everything we are doing here just as a hypothesis. Don't just accept it and say, oh, great, but try it, but give it a fair try. So stay with us and try it for a few days. Sometimes at the beginning, you might not feel that much, we talk about that cool breeze and feeling this and that. You might just feel a bit of a tingle, but just stay with us and continue. And most surely you will feel it's becoming stronger and stronger the further we go along the course. Yeah.
Thanks very much, Florian.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Before we hand over to Florian, Parth, can you join us, please? So the first part of tonight, Florian will be taking us through the... Hey, Parth, welcome.
Hi, hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
The first part of tonight, Florian will be taking us through this process of self-realization and talking a little bit more about the subtle system. And then in the second part, Parth will come in to actually show us some very simple techniques. So we will be doing some physical exercises, but some very simple ones to show you how to clear left and the right side. So the topic tonight is desire, action,
Balance.
got a bit of an imbalance there outside. Somebody's car is going off, heralding the experience that is to come. So desire, quality of the left channel, action, a quality of the right channel, and balance, which is the inherent nature of the central channel. And Parth is going to show us how to clear these very important elements of our subtle system. So maybe we'll pass over to Florian now, and then we'll come back towards the end, Leah and I, and we'll have a bit more of a collective get together then. So over to you, Florian. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So maybe if we could bring the chakra chart up just for a moment, then I just shortly. So this is just a map really of our subtle system. It looks very simple on there. And the whole process of Sahaja Yoga is very simple because it's natural, but actually it's the most complicated process that is beyond our understanding. But still, you can see on that map here, on this chakra chart, you see these different energy centers and you see the different energy channels. So we've got a left channel, which is the starts all at the bottom at the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, where it says innocence, and then this left channel goes all the way up and crosses over in our head at the chakra which is called the third eye. So here it crosses over, it runs all the way up the left side, crosses over and goes to the right side of the head and ends up in the superego. And on the other side, on the right side, we have the sun channel that goes up the right side, crosses over also at the head and ends up in our ego. And then we have in the center a channel that goes up straight in the center. And this is the center where our Kundalini really rises. So this is the center where we want to be. That's why we do the balancing, so that we kind of bring the left side or the right side into the balance so that we can be in the middle, in the center. And then we see here at the bottom of the chart, that's the sacrum bone. This is where the Kundalini energy rests. It sleeps there, unless it is awakened by our desire, really, and also by somebody being around whose Kundalini is awakened. And this Kundalini then rises up in the central channel. It goes to these different energy chakras that are just on this chakra chart. You can see them as little flowers or stars. And it opens up these chakras, and at the end pierces here on top through the fontanelle bone area where the fontanelle was when we were babies, and opens that center, and we feel it on top of our head like a cool breeze. Sometimes we feel it warm. That just depends on the state of our chakras. If it's a bit warm, it just means it's clearing out these chakras. And what really is one of the main parts, that's why this process is called self-realization, is that we have on the left side in our heart, we have our reflected, our true self, our Atman, like we call it in India, our spirit. And the quality of that spirit is, like it says also here on the chart, is love and compassion. And that's our self. And this is what we realize when our Kundalini rises. We actually realize that this self exists. And we realize it as an experience. We realize the peace and the love and the compassion is truly there. And it's something that is inside of us, that we are part of, that is inside of everyone. And at the same time, that is beyond us. So it is this spirit that controls everything in our life. All the functions, all nature, everything, all existence. It's the source of all existence. Okay, now, like I said, this is an experience. That's nothing mental what we do. So I suggest we now get to the experience of this process. So maybe you want to remove the chakra chart if possible, so that people can see me, because I'm just going to show what we do now. So first thing, maybe take your shoes off, and if you've got glasses on, take your glasses off. It's just better for the meditation, so that you are earthed. If you sit on the ground, that's good. If you want to sit on Mother Earth, that's very good. If you sit on a chair, that's also fine. Main thing is you sit comfortable, but still straight and relaxed at the same time. So now during that self-realization process, we're going to have our left hand just open on our lap, and the right hand, we will put it on different energy centers. So we start where our heart is on the left side. We go a bit further down where our ribcage ends on the left side. Then we go a bit further down just here where our trunk meets the leg, and press a bit there. And then we go up again, first on the ribcage, under just where the ribcage ends, on the heart. Then we bend the head a bit to the right, put the hand on the left side of the neck and bend the head to the side. Put the hand on the forehead, put it on the back of the head, and then we will put it on the top of our head. So that's what we do. And while we do that, we will say some affirmations that will just help this Kundalini energy, this motherly energy, to actually rise. It will just help to open these energy centers. And like I said before, the whole thing is a completely natural process. So we don't really have to do anything apart from asking for it and desiring for it. And it will happen naturally. It's just that the time is there for this process to happen. On a global level, it has happened before to yogis, to seekers, to enlightened souls. But now it is happening on a global level to more and more humans all over the world, just because the time has come for that to happen. So what we do to start with is that we put the right hand on our heart. And then we can bring our attention inside, close our eyes. Take a few breaths inside. Just have a feel into our body, relax our shoulders. Feel our weight, how it is carried by Mother Earth, how we're sitting on our chair. We can breathe into our heart. And then we can address this Kundalini energy within us, which is in every human being, in the sacral bone, dormant, and which is our individual mother. We all have our individual Kundalini, and we can address her as Mother Kundalini, or just as Mother. And with our attention in our heart, we can ask, Mother, who am I? Am I a spirit? What is my true self? Just ask that inside ourselves, addressing our Mother Kundalini. We take the right hand and put it at the bottom of our rib cage on the left side. And here we ask the question, Mother, am I my own master? Am I my own guru? And we take the right hand and put it where our trunk meets the groin and press a little bit there on the left side. And here we ask, Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Please give me the pure knowledge about myself. We can completely relax because it's nothing that we have to do, nothing at the moment required. We just ask for it. It will just happen all by itself. Once we ask that question, just from our heart and humbly, like a child, but with the same desire that a child has when it wants something, please, Mother, give me the pure knowledge. And then our Kundalini will start rising. Then we go up also as our Kundalini rises, back on the left side where our ribcage ends. And to support our Kundalini to open up all our chakras, we say here, yes, I am my own master. I am my own guru. Because this center is the center of our self-mastery. Yes, Mother, I am my own master. And we take the left hand and put it on our heart, on the left side. Bring our attention fully into our heart. In our heart is reflected our spirit, which is full of joy and full of love, and which wants nothing more than to pour out this joy and this love over us, because we are its children. So we say here, answering the question that we asked before, yes, I am the spirit. I am more than this body or these thoughts, more than my emotions. I am the eternal spirit. We just allow our heart to open. Just letting go of everything that stops us from feeling that joy of the spirit within. And we take the right hand and put it on the left side on our Vishuddhi chakra. This is the throat chakra. And this center here on the left side that can block and stop our Kundalini from rising if we feel guilty about anything, or if we feel bad about ourselves or anything that happened in the past. So here it's important to understand that really meditation happens in this moment and reality is only in this moment. So guilt only holds us back. It doesn't really help anything or change anything. So we let go of all guilt. We let go of the past and we let go of all feelings of guilt. The past is finished. So we say here, Mother, I am not guilty at all. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Then we take the right hand and put it across our forehead. And we just bow our head a bit down and rest our forehead in our hand. And to open this center and to become thoughtless, this is where once the Kundalini passes this center, we become thoughtless. We reach the state of thoughtless awareness. So for this here, we say from our heart, in our heart, Mother, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. We say that without thinking of anything in particular. It's just a general forgiveness for everything, because this is the quality of this center, complete forgiveness. Mother, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Then we put the right hand on the back of our head and bend our head backwards with our face towards the sky. And here, for our own satisfaction, we can ask for forgiveness from this Kundalini energy within us, this motherly, loving, divine energy. So we ask here, Mother, please, if I've done anything against my spirit or against the spirit, please forgive me. If it's unknowingly or knowingly, please forgive me. We can do that knowing that we are completely forgiven. Then we put the right hand on top of our head, spread our fingers out and press with the palm of our hand onto our fontanelle bone area, bend our head a bit forwards, press the scalp onto the skull and turn in a clockwise direction to the left, to the front, to the right and to the back. And while we do that, we press quite firmly. While we do that, we ask, please, Mother, give me my self-realization. Please give me my connection to the all-pervading power. Or if we have already experienced this, we say, please establish, please deepen my self-realization. And we can put our hand back on our lap. We can raise our hand up above our head and then just see with our right hand just like a few inches above our head. Just look a bit around. If you can feel like a cool breeze over our head. Sometimes it can be warm. We can also try the same thing with our left hand. It's very subtle. We can put our hands on our lap and just for a moment put our attention on our hands. See if we feel cool on our hands, or warm, or tingling, or heaviness, any sensations. Without judging it, just noticing it. And then we can just stay sitting all relaxed, and we listen to an excerpt from a talk of Shimataji that he gave in New York, I think 1982. And we stay with our attention, if we can, above our head in an all relaxed way.
First of all, as Buddha has said, you better seek yourself. Better find out yourself, because he found out that unless and until a person becomes self-realized, unless and until he becomes his own spirit, he cannot understand anything any further. And if you start talking about God or anything, it becomes a dogma, a myth, and people start clubbing together saying that we belong to this religion, that club, this club, fork and spoon club, all sorts of clubs. But it is not so. We cannot live with myths very long. For a while it's all right, but we cannot go on, because we see the reaction of the myths, how it reacts on us and on the society, on the progeny, and the whole atmosphere it reacts. Thus we become shocked and we start seeing that there's definitely something wrong somewhere. Now, as I told you, that this is a hypothesis. Everything is a hypothesis for you today. Maybe tomorrow the truth, and day after tomorrow the law. But today, let us see that it is just a hypothesis we are putting before you about the spontaneous awakening of a force within us, which is called as Kundalini in the triangular bone. Now, to us Indians who are not very westernized, who were educated in the old knowledge about the seers, it was known that there is a force called Kundalini residing in the triangular bone. Even you'll be surprised, this bone is called as sacrum. Means the Greeks knew about this force, that's why they called it sacrum, the holy bone. Because there was some holy power. Nowadays, this concept of holiness is vanishing. But at least the Greeks knew about it, so they called it a sacrum. And this bone was specially very much respected by them. Now this Kundalini existed within that, has been known to Indians for thousands of years. Now if it is known to Indians, I don't know why the people in the West get so annoyed. Because anywhere I went, you see, the first question was, why did you come to the West? So why did you come to the East? I can ask the same question. But we have come to give you something that is substantial within us, something that we knew long time back, and that is the solution of today's problems. So why not sometimes listen to others also? Must you always put your knowledge on other people and accept nothing from others? This kind of an ego attitude if you develop, then one cannot talk about it. But this knowledge existed in our country for thousands of years, and because of the ego orientation of the West, even our educated people never went into the search of this. Only last 100 years some people who learned a bit of Sanskrit here and there went into little search about Kundalini and found out something absurd, absolutely absurd about Kundalini. When I started reading them as a child, I was shocked, because some said the Kundalini is in the stomach, with such a big book written down. And some said the Kundalini is in the head, somebody said in the heart. With this kind of uncertain ideas, they wrote books after books saying that Kundalini awakening is very difficult and it is very dangerous, it should not be ever looked after into, it is a very, very mysterious thing. And they call it a mysterious Kundalini. All the English words denouncing the Kundalini were used. But actually, Kundalini is your mother. She is that nourishing quality within you which is absolutely pure. I don't know if you understand the word purity, which has only one attitude, is to give you something. It is not going to take anything from you. It's the compassion of the purest form. We cannot understand such things. It is too much beyond our minds to understand that there could be a compassion which is absolutely of the purest form, which acts for compassion itself. Love for love's sake. Without any lust, without any greed, without any expectations. That's your mother sitting down there, is the Kundalini. And I wonder if any mother gave you trouble when you were born, except that she herself must have gone through horrible troubles. If she is the mother, and if she is the one who has to rise, then how can she give you trouble? I can't understand. So these half-baked people, I should say naive, who had no knowledge about Kundalini, came out with big, big books, especially the Germans, I must say, wrote many books about Kundalini, and after knowing about Sahaja Yoga, if you read them, you will think that this is child's play. They are just playing with Kundalini without understanding anything about it. Of course, this force is placed within you because you are a human being, in the sense that the manifestation of this force can only take place in the human being. We are specially made people. As you know, the flat brain of the animal becomes a prism-like brain in the human beings. And that gives it a special quality by which our attention goes out due to refraction. In some other lecture, I have given a complete idea about how it works out. So the human mind goes out in the sense that the attention goes out, and anything a human being sees, it creates a thought in him. And because of that, he has a power to overcome or to master the dead. Like an animal cannot make a chair, but a human being can make a chair. He can use his hands for making things out of the dead, but nothing he can do living. Like a flower becomes a fruit. All these living things that happen in this world, they don't happen because we think or we have mental capacity. They happen because something has this power which is all pervading everywhere, and that power does these things. Not only that, but within us. It gives all the choices. Like a Indian person will have an Indian looking child, an American will have an American looking child. All sorting out in the body takes place. Not only that, but there are so many things that this power does within us through parasympathetic that doctors cannot explain them, why they augment and why they relax. There are so many things which cannot be explained. To explain everything, let us have the light within ourselves. In darkness, we cannot explain, so let us have the light, and the light is that of the Spirit. That is the integrating force, which will integrate all religions. It will integrate all your scientific discoveries. It will diagnose all your troubles, and also it will give you the complete recovery and cure for them. Today I was thinking of talking more about the gross side of life is the body. Because body is the temple of God. And if God has to shine in our body, then body has to be all right. It has to be cleansed. It has to be beautifully done. And if you see the human body, see how beautifully it is organized. So on the left hand side is the subconscious, right hand side is the supraconscious, and the center path is left open for us to ascend. That is how we are arranged. And the other day, as I explained to you, it is not a mixed bag of unconscious on top of the subconscious and top of the conscious and then on top of the ego. It is a complete, beautiful arrangement that is within our body, that we are left with a clean path to rise, ascend through all these various centers. Now the center which is at the first point here is the center of pelvic, which looks after the pelvic plexus and is called as the Dhara Chakra. Here one has to understand this is the Dhara center, and the Dhara, the abode of the mother, is higher. This is a very important point which we have to know. Now on the very gross level, I would say that this center is the center of innocence, and when we start playing with our innocence, this center goes into problems. Now it has two sides, right and left side. When it goes out on the right side, this center, we develop all kinds of problems of constipation and all sorts of problems of excretion, which is, we can say, is augmented. Augmented excretions we develop. Now the other side of it is the left side, which gives rise to diseases which are caused by perverted life. So to make it understood for all of you, we have two types of sins, we can say, where we move to the right or to the left. If you move to the right, then you are committing a sin against the Father, as we say. Means there you do things as material aggression, material possessions, material attachments, and too much running towards matter. That is the, we can say, is the sin against the Father. Because if Father is the compassion, if He has created this beautiful world for us, He is going to look after us. Shri Krishna has said, Yoga Kshema Vahamyam. First you get your yoga, then I can look after your kshema, meaning your well-being. He said it. I mean, we have to either conclude that they were all wrong, or we have to give them some benefit of doubt, then we must listen to them. Why did he say that yoga first and kshema later? So when you have the yoga, you get your well-being, and there is no need for us to be so much attached to matter. And as a result of that, this becomes infected with material, we can say, a trauma. And when it takes place, it goes into a kind of a very rigid condition by which you develop all the diseases of excretion. The right side is quite funny, and it gives a manifestation very fast on the physical side. But the left side is even more dangerous. And this is where the doctors cannot understand, because psychology is different and doctors are different, and we have doctors only one for one eye, another doctor for another eye. You see, it's analysis. And for mind, there's another psychologist sitting there. Then if you have to go for teeth, till you remove all your teeth, they can't say that it's all right, because for every there's another doctor. You see, so you have to show your teeth to everyone to see that all teeth are removed, and by that time you're finished with all the teeth, then they'll tell you that you are absolutely healthy. So this sort of a thing happens because the trouble is we live in analysis. We have no idea of synthesis, the overall idea. We don't have the overall idea of the being, that we are not only physical being, we are also emotional being, we are also a mental being, and above all, we are a spiritual being. So now when the spirit of this one is innocence is challenged, then what kind of diseases you develop are really very, very serious, and some of them are now showing their effects in this country very much, like AIDS. AIDS are caused by the combination of three centers within us. They are curable by Sahaja Yoga, I have said it before, for which I hope the people won't arrest me here. They can be cured by the help of the Kundalini. If we can put three centers within us in proper proportion, we can cure AIDS. But first of all, the doctor has to be a realized soul. He has to know
Hello, everyone. So, Jai Shri Mataji. So now we'll move on to the second part of the session. So as we heard in this talk by Shri Mataji, she was talking about the subtle system, where we have three subtle channels within us. Could we have the subtle chart on the screen, please? Thank you. Uh, so as you can see in this diagram, these three vertical channels, they are nothing but channels of energies that are flowing within us. And as Shimataji was saying in the video, if you use any one of the channels more than the other, it tends to cause an imbalance within you. And staying in balance is important because, as you can see in the middle, there's a central channel, and that is the path of our ascent. So this Kundalini energy, when it awakens spontaneously, it rises through this central channel. So it's important that we clear this central channel so that it becomes easier for the Kundalini to rise through that central channel and pierce all the energy centers placed on it. So what we'll do now is we'll bring ourselves in balance and we'll just see for ourselves how it affects our meditative state, how we are feeling now and how we are feeling after this short activity. So we'll use the natural elements to clear out all our imbalances within us. So as you can see here, the blue channel, it starts from the base chakra, which is the Muladhara chakra. And the element for this channel, the Muladhara chakra, is the earth. So by placing our hands on the earth, we are letting out all the excessive energy into the Mother Earth, which helps bring us the left channel into balance. And the yellow channel you see on the right side is the channel of activity and excessive thinking. So the element for this channel is ether. So using ether, we can bring a right channel to balance. So we can start with the balancing now. So to balance our left side first, we'll place our right hand on the ground. If you are sitting on the ground, or you'll just face it towards the Mother Earth. And to clear our right side, we'll keep our right hand on the lap with the palm facing upwards and our left hand towards the sky, the palm backwards, and fingers should be pointing towards the sky. So all the excessive heat that's accumulated on the right side, it will be dissipated into ether using through our fingers. And while we are doing that, observe what you're feeling on the right palm. And when we are balancing the left side, observe what you're feeling on your left palm. That being said, we'll start with this activity. So we'll place our right hand on the ground or towards the earth. And keep our attention on the top of the head. And we'll just pray to this motherly energy inside us to help us balance our left side and bring us to the present. Give us this present moment so that we can enjoy this meditation. So Mother Kundalini, please balance our left side and let all the excessive energy accumulated on the left side flow into this Mother Earth. Mother Kundalini, please balance our left side. Please balance our power of desire, of wishful thinking, and bring us to the center. Please take away all the lethargy within us. Let it flow into Mother Earth. Mother Kundalini, please awaken the power of pure desire within us. Please give us the ability to have fun, to enjoy, to laugh. Mother Kundalini, please balance our left side. We'll bring our right hand on the lap and we'll take our left hand towards the sky, fingers pointing upwards. We'll place our attention on the top of our head. Now to balance our right side, our power of action, we'll just ask our Mother Kundalini to take away all the excessive heat, all the imbalances created by overworking, overthinking, and let it all dissipate into this ether element. Mother Kundalini, please balance our right side. Please bring us into the present. Take away all our excessive heat. Mother Kundalini, please balance our right side. Please grant us the power of pure action. Give us the powers of creativity. Mother Kundalini, please balance our right side. Slowly bring down our left hand. Place it on the lap. Just observe what we're feeling on our hands, hand on the top of our head. Now with our attention above our head, going beyond the mind, we listen to a short talk by Shri Mataji where she talks about the left side and the right side.
So we'll have the experience now. It will take about 5 minutes for you, because if all the chakras are discussed, already the attention is on that. It's very simple to put your hands towards me.
Everyone step off their shoes again.
It's better. You've done a good job. Just put your hands towards me. Just like this. Left. Now left hand towards me and right hand towards the Mother Earth. We'll give you a balance. You need not close your eyes just now. Let's see. Put your right hand towards the Mother Earth. As I told you yesterday, left side is our conditioning. Conditioning, subconscious and collective subconscious. Very much at work here. But also is an emotional side. Now put your right hand towards me and left hand towards the sky. Right hand towards me. Right hand towards me like this.
Left hand towards the back.
Are you feeling the cool breeze in the hand? You are already thoughtless, there is no thought. But just see if you are feeling the cool breeze. Much better. Are you? Let's see. All right? Are you feeling any cool breeze in the hand? All right. Now put your left hand on top of your head. Just here. Fontanelle bone area. Are you feeling? It's a very subtle thing. Are you? Pay attention. Working out. Good? All right. Now change over. See the left hand with the right hand. Just pay attention there. See. Believe that you are the spirit. So just you have to say in your heart, I am the spirit. In your heart. Say it 7 times. It will work out. Release it. Is it all right? Are you feeling the heat coming out? Little heat. All right. Now turn. Change. See now. Right Swadesthana. All right? There? Amazing. Now just see if it is working. Cool breeze. Feel it. Just put your hands like this. It's good. You're all thoughtless. If you see there's no thought in your mind. And complete silence. Enjoy this. This moment is going to transform your life. Take it from me. You may not realize today, but you'll realize it very soon. Strong. Have faith in yourself. That's the main thing. It's beautiful.
Welcome, everyone. Isn't that so peaceful, calming? After that explanation, balancing by Srimataji, and this beautiful music. I hope you're all deep in meditation as we are. So shall we just meditate in silence, just for just for a minute or so, just to let all that beauty sink in through the top of our head. Just put our hand there and see what we're feeling now. See how cool the vibration is after the balancing, wonderful balancing by Path, and then followed by Srimataji, actually working with her own powers to raise more strength of this Kundalini and bring us further into balance. You might have heard Srimataji talk about the Swadesthana Chakra. That's our second chakra in the body. And that generally on the right side is overly activated if we overthink a little bit and maybe overplan for the future. So being in balance is just, it's really a gift for us. And we'll bring Richard back in and let Richard share a little bit more with us.
Well, let's let's just do what you suggested, Leah, and just sit for a minute with both our hands palm upwards on our lap, and just take a moment in silence to just feel the vibrations, coolness on our hands and within. So when you're ready, we can just slowly open our eyes. And now, as much as possible, we've covered a lot of information tonight. And for that, we thank Florian and Path. And now we want to try and sustain this experience that we've had as much as possible. And in a little while, we're going to play some more music. So you can, if you're able to, you can stay around and enjoy some more meditation. But also tomorrow we'll be back. And in fact, Path will be back tomorrow. And the topic will be the thoughtless state. So one of the main effects of this meditation is that we achieve a state of thoughtless awareness, where we're fully aware, we can talk to each other, go about our life, but the overthinking is greatly reduced. And actually, the less we think about the past and the future, the more we are in the present, which is the reality, and the more aware we become. So very quickly, as you go along through the 21 days of this course, you'll start to experience this thoughtless awareness more and more. And it really just is very simple to do. And it's just all about doing a little bit of meditation regularly, either individually or together as we're doing now. So normally we would see if anybody has any questions, but I think rather than do that now, perhaps if you'd like to, if you do have any questions or comments, we welcome them. And if you're already a member of the WhatsApp group, you can put them in there and we can respond to them over the next day or so. And if you're not a member of the WhatsApp group, then you can go to the website, freemeditation.com.au. And there, if you go to streaming classes at the top of the homepage there, then follow that through to the February 2022 online course. And then that will take you to the page with all the information about what we're doing here. And down the bottom of the February 2022 online course, you'll see this is where you can actually join the sessions, and there you'll see the WhatsApp symbol
as Richard was saying, at the
that
bottom of the page, you can join the
you'll
WhatsApp
be
group.
able to join the WhatsApp, be able to communicate with each other. And as I said, if you have any questions, and then we can respond to your questions. And if you have any comments, we'd love to hear from you as well. Yes, everybody. Thank you once again to Florian and Parth. And Parth will be back tomorrow. I'll be back with Rachel tomorrow, and then Leah will be back again on Thursday.
Maybe,
so,
sorry, Richard.
Yeah, we have. Sorry, Florian, go ahead.
Well, it just came to my mind. Maybe if we want to, if Parth wants to finish up by showing us again how to raise the Kundalini and give a bandhan.
Yes,
Yeah.
great idea.
Great idea. Yeah. So if we can just highlight Parth, who's going to show us how to help us stay connected and in this meditative state.
Yeah, thank you. We can do that. So the whole point of this Sahaja Yoga meditation is so that our Kundalini gets awakened and we get our thoughtless awareness. So to get into that meditative mood before and after we start meditation, so we just raise our Kundalini and give ourselves a protection of our aura. So what we do is we use our left hand, which is the side of our desire, and we use the right hand. So we just place our right hand on the top of the left hand, and then we go from top to bottom, top, front, bottom, and at the back. So starting from the base chakra, we bring it up slowly, just rotating our right hand over the left hand, all the way up to our head, and tie one knot of this Kundalini. So that's the first time. Second time, you do the same. Raise the Kundalini from the base of your spine all the way up to your central channel to the top of your head, and tie the knot twice. Now, same for the third time. This time we tie the knot 3 times. And then we bring down our hands. Now our Kundalini is on the top of our head. So we want to protect this meditative state. So what we do is we give ourselves a bandhan, a protective shield. So we just keep our left hand on the left lap, and starting with your right hand, over your left hand to the sides, we just wrap it around ourselves and then bring it back to the left hand. So that's 1, 2, you do this 7 times. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We do this before starting meditation and after we are done meditating to sustain that meditative state. Yeah. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Parth. So thank you, everybody. And as I said, if you'd like to just sit for a little bit longer and just enjoy this peaceful meditative state, this state of thoughtless awareness, we're going to finish up with some more music, and you can just stay as long as you like. And if you have any questions or comments, please use the WhatsApp group. And most importantly, please join us again tomorrow. So thanks very much, everybody. Thanks again to Florian, Leah, Parth.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Richard.
Florian, Parth.
Thank
Thank
you.
See
you
you
to the
tomorrow.
team. See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Thank you.